Whether it's due to a new job, moving to a new town, or attending a new school, feeling like an alien is universally relatable. Pushed out of your regular space, forced to confront your fears and your own identity relative to the accomplishments of others, wondering who you could be if you can find a way to just fit in, or with any luck, be accepted. And in this case, literally in a galaxy far, far away. Hi, I'm Dan Larson, and this is the history of Galaxy High. Thank you to Morning Brew for sponsoring this video. Click the link in the description below to subscribe to Morning Brew today. What's the first thing you do in the morning? Is it aimlessly browsing social media, trying to keep up with a world that continued to spin while you slept, information all over the place from multiple sources when you just need to get caught up? Now that early morning scrolling can have purpose when you start your day with Morning Brew. Morning Brew is a free daily newsletter Monday through Sunday that gets you up to speed on business news in just 5 minutes. Traditional news is dry, dense, and boring. Morning Brew is witty, relevant, and informative. Become smarter in just 5 minutes. Get the daily email that makes reading the news actually enjoyable, even if the news itself isn't guaranteed to be. There's no reason not to subscribe to Morning Brew if you're interested in business, finance, or tech. It's completely free and takes less than 15 seconds to subscribe. So click the link in the description below to subscribe to Morning Brew today. Thanks again to Morning Brew. Galaxy High, also known as Galaxy High School, is a 13-episode animated series that ran from September to December of 1986, created by the Chris Columbus. No, not that the Chris Columbus, the other the Chris Columbus. The guy who directed Home Alone, not the guy who thought Cuba was Asia. Galaxy High is the story of... Hello?
Yeah, is Booey there?
Booey? I think you have the wrong number. There's no Booey here.
Are you sure? Booey?
Booey?
Yeah, Booey Bubblehead, Booey Bubblehead, Booey Bubblehead, Booey Bubblehead, Booey Bubblehead.
Galaxy High is the story of two kids. Doyle, a high school star. Everybody thought he'd go real far. But he didn't get a thing from the classes he took. You know, he just wasn't interested in his books. Amy was the smartest girl at school. Not very popular, not very cool. They are chosen from Earth to go to school at Galaxy High, traveling millions of miles through space to go to school at a far-off place. Amy is the sweetheart. Doyle has a lot to learn. The first thing they're going to learn is what it's like to have their lives turned upside down. At Galaxy High, Doyle is now one of the unpopular kids, struggling to find his place, while Amy is showered with friends and financial assistance that she doesn't even have to pay back. They gave her a space car. It's an adventure worlds away as the kids adapt to the strange new creatures, their classes and teachers, the strange technology, their classrooms and homes, and being strange when you're not just in high school, but Galaxy High School. Galaxy High was created by Chris Columbus after he wrote Gremlins, but before he directed Adventures in Babysitting. The opening theme song establishes the entire plot of the cartoon for new and returning viewers. It was written by Don Felder of the band The Eagles after the Eagles broke up, and he was dabbling with TV and movie composition. In the early 80s, Japanese animation studio Tokyo Movie Shinsha, known today as TMS Entertainment, was looking to expand into the US television market with their own original productions. They had recently worked on a variety of shows that were broadcast in the West, including Ulysses 31 and Inspector Gadget with Deke Entertainment, The New Adventures of Zorro with Filmation, The Wuzzles and Gummy Bears with Disney, and The Mighty Orbots with MGM. TMS set up an office in Los Angeles, California to facilitate communication domestically, to coordinate working with television networks, and to utilize American designers and artists. Their first pitch was to develop an American version of a series that was already big in Japan. Urusei Yatsura was created by Rumiko Takahashi as a manga series that began in 1978, published in weekly installments for hundreds of chapters over several years. It's the story of an alien princess named Lum Invader come to Earth and, instead of conquering the planet or killing all the humans, accidentally marrying a boy named Ataru Moroboshi. It's high school antics as their personalities clash and Lum's jealousy gets the best of her. Being an alien means she has more than just green hair and little horns. She also has electrical powers and doesn't hesitate to use them to get her way, or to get revenge. The manga was adapted as an animated series in 1981 for Fuji Television in Japan. It would run through 1986 with 195 episodes. Urusei Yatsura was a hit in comics and on TV, and Lum, known for her signature tiger-striped bikini, became a Japanese pop culture icon. The idea for Galaxy High was to flip the script for the American audience. Instead of an alien coming to live among Earthlings, it was Earthlings moving to live with aliens. Sid Iwanter was the creative director for TMS in the US. Working with the title High School 2525, he hired John Falusi to design some of the main characters so they could pitch the show to networks. CBS already had a strong showing on Saturday mornings. Their 1985 lineup featured Wuzzles, Muppet Babies and Monsters, Hulk Hogan's Rockin' Wrestling, Dungeons & Dragons, Pole Position, and The Berenstain Bears Show.
Berenstain Bears.
What did I say? Formerly a writer of cartoons like Voltron, Defender of the Universe, Masters of the Universe, and She-Ra, Princess of Power, Michael Chase Walker was the children's program director for CBS at the time. He was looking to incorporate more matinee genres into the schedule. This would bring science fiction comedy into a slate that would also have horror comedy with Teen Wolf, Western fantasy with Wildfire, and the premiere of Pee-wee's Playhouse. ABC's Wuzzles, Care Bears, and Ewoks could not compete. NBC's Kissy Fur and Foo Fur would be no match. Walker bought... Hello?
Yeah, hi, I'm trying to reach Beef.
Beef? You're looking for someone named Beef?
Yeah, last name Bonk Bunch.
There's no one here, but
Beef in the Bonk Bunch, Beef in the Bonk Bunch, Beef in the Bonk.
we gotta get someone to start screening these calls.
Stop answering it during the show.
Walker bought High School 2525, but it still needed significant development. He changed the name to Galaxy High and reached out to a young writer named Chris Columbus to turn it into something special. Chris Columbus was making a name for himself as a writer of scripts and screenplays for feature films, Reckless and Gremlins in 1984, The Goonies and Young Sherlock Holmes in 1985. He would, of course, go on to direct Adventures in Babysitting in 1987, Home Alone in 1990, and Mrs. Doubtfire in 1993, Harry Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone in 2001, and Chamber of Secrets in 2002, among others, as well as writing a lot of other TV, video game, and movie scripts.
CBS Saturday.
Stay tuned for Galaxy High. Saturday.
This is CBS.
さあ君の手でラムを過去から未来へワープさせよう。ファミコンうるせえやつらラムのウェディングベル新登場だっちゃ。
Amy Brightower was played by the incredible Susan Blue, whose voice you would likely recognize as RC from the Transformers. Doyle Cleverlow was played by Hal Rail, who has a voice acting resume almost as long as Susan Blue's. Galaxy High is filled with aliens from all over the galaxy, all kinds of physiologies, but at the end of the day, they're just regular people like you and me. Gilda Gossip has 5 mouths, all of them voiced by Nancy Cartwright, who you would absolutely recognize as the Bart Simpson. Booey Bubblehead, a girl who was not just an airhead, she literally had a bubble for a head, was played by Jennifer Darling. Ms. Biddy McBrain was played by Pat Carroll. Coach Frogface was played by Pat Fraley. Rotten Rotlin was played by Neil Ross. And Beef Bonk the Bully, the leader of the Bonk Bunch, was played by John Stevenson.
Booey Bubblehead, Beef in the
Yes,
Bonk Bunch.
Booey Bubblehead, Beef and the Bonk Bunch. They are funny names.
But
that was the payoff for the gag, yes.
I love you.
Okay.
Yeah, Booey Bubblehead,
All
Beef
right.
in the Bonk
I know,
Bunch.
but we committed.
You ever drink Baileys
Okay.
from a shoe?
Yeah. Talk to you later.
Bye-bye.
Bye. For its debut in September of 1986, CBS set up Galaxy High for success with a 10 a.m. time slot right after Muppet Babies, just before Teen Wolf. That's high visibility. That's a sign that they expected it to do well. It was given a 2-season commitment. However, halfway through the season, they expected it to be able to carry itself as they moved Pee-wee's Playhouse into that prime time slot. Galaxy High got swapped into Pee-wee's old slot at 11 o'clock, which put it on the edge of negotiable times when regular programming took priority, which happened a lot. Galaxy High found itself preempted for sports or other priority CBS shows, making it difficult for it to get any traction. With only 13 episodes to begin with, missing even a single episode is enough to break a viewer's habit. To make up for the missed episodes, CBS chose to rerun all of Season 1 in the spring of 1987 instead of financing the production of the next 13 episodes. Chris Columbus and the crew had a feeling they weren't going to get a second season. CBS had never truly committed to bringing the show back. TMS had only commissioned 1 script for Season 2, as they were not expecting it to actually happen. Galaxy High became schedule filler at various times through 1988, and then again later in 1994 through 1996 on the Sci-Fi Channel. As happens when a show reaches that level of reuse, episodes were shortened to make more room for commercials. There were no toys or comics, but there was a book. In 1987, Bantam Skylark published Galaxy High School, written by Ann Hodgman. It was an 85-page adaptation of episodes 1, 3, 5, 7, 8, and 11. It fills in a little bit more information about Amy and Doyle's life on Earth before they were selected to attend Galaxy High. Long out of print for fans of the show, even today, nearly 40 years later, anything is something. In 1989, Family Home Entertainment released a compilation of 4 episodes on home video. The full 13-episode season was released for the first time on DVD by Media Blasters through the Anime Works imprint, which begs the question, is it anime? Yes, it is currently available to stream on Amazon, but more relevant to the question, it's also available on Crunchyroll, a prominent anime streaming service. Despite being created by Chris Columbus, someone not known for being a big anime creator, being inspired by Urusei Yatsura and being wholly owned by an anime studio is more than enough for it to qualify. And not for nothing, but TMS is the studio that made Akira just 2 years later in 1988, not to mention 98% of their catalog being unquestionably anime. In this case, Galaxy High is certainly guilty by association. In 2006, Team Galaxy began airing in Europe and Canada, produced by Marathon Media Group and Image Entertainment Corporation. It ran for 52 episodes over 2 seasons through 2007. I bring it up here because the students in the series attend classes at Galaxy High, but it has absolutely no connection to the original series whatsoever. For the 10-year anniversary in 1996, former CBS head of children's programming Michael Chase Walker and John Williams from Vanguard Films picked up the rights to Galaxy High to develop a movie. Walker once again reached out to Chris Columbus to get the whole band back together. However, as we know, living here in the future, despite multiple potential deals with DreamWorks and Paramount Pictures, nothing ever became of the project. The 20 and 30-year anniversaries have also come and gone. Perhaps there's a chance for the 40th in 2026. Galaxy High was a unique animated series that could have helped kick off anime in America decades before that actually happened. If it was anime, why isn't it cited as the beginning of anime in America, or at least part of the conversation? Perhaps it was too early that it wasn't recognized for what it was yet. Perhaps it was too filtered through American sensibilities, a fish out of water, a new kid in a new school that no one wanted to talk to, just trying to fit in, just trying to be accepted. Galaxy High was itself an alien in an unfamiliar place. Thanks for watching. Please hit like, hit subscribe if you're not already a subscriber. Thank you very much to those of you who already are. Check us out on Twitch at twitch.tv/toygalaxy if you're in the position to help the channel grow. If you would like early access to the videos ad-free, please visit our Patreon at patreon.com/toygalaxy. And let us know in the comments down below if you have ever even heard of Galaxy High. I vaguely remember there being a show like this, but this just doesn't quite feel like the show I remember. I mean, I can't remember anything specific or any differences about the show I think I'm remembering, so that doesn't really help. It's also possible I'm thinking of Alf.
Cut.